Thank you for joining us on this episode of EideCast. Is This Thing On? My name is Mary Weiss, and I'm here with Jordan Dirkes.
Hey, guys.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. Thank you for joining us. I know
Yeah.
came in a little early on your day, but
Yeah.
we appreciate you being here.
For the company, right?
Yeah, for the company. Exactly. So diving right in, what do you do?
Yeah, so I'm one of the finance managers here. So I basically write all the loans, get people qualified, make sure they're a good fit for us in the vehicle. And then I'll assist with the salespeople.
Okay.
Most times, help them guide along the process where I can kind of help out the most.
Yeah. How long have you been in your position?
Finance for I'm actually just a little over a year now.
Okay.
So pretty fresh into it, but learned a lot, and I love the influence that kind of comes with it.
Yeah.
So it's pretty awesome.
Very nice. So you're at the Mitsubishi location now. How long have you been here?
I've been shuffled around a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's all been good. So I've been at Mitsu for 9 months.
Okay.
And then I started obviously over at Acura, started as a salesperson there, and then just worked the ladder up.
Very nice. And where did you originally get your start with Vern Eide?
Yeah, Vern Eide Ford in Mitchell.
Okay.
So shout out those guys. Really great group of guys they have over there. And then moved over here when my fiance and I moved in together.
Okay.
Now we have a house, and I'm a cat dad, and life is rolling.
When did you start at Vern Eide?
Sure. Yeah, I started in 2020, late 2020.
Okay.
So I caught right before COVID hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw us dwindle our inventory down to 7 new cars on the lot.
Oh my gosh.
And then we built it back up. So a little scary and sketchy, but it's all good. Vern Eide really treated us well throughout the whole thing. So I was extremely comfortable through it all.
Very good. So you've kind of experienced all the highs and lows of the car sales world. Definitely.
World pandemic.
Yeah.
Which is wild to live through.
Yeah.
Especially being in the car business. But it was all worked itself out, and everything happens for a reason. So.
Mm-hmm. How did you end up in the finance world then?
Sure. When I was actually a salesperson at the Vern Eide Ford location, I was part of a leadership group there where I was probably like 20, 21.
Okay.
At the time, really young, immature, was not ready for a leadership role.
Mm-hmm.
But they kind of grew and cultivated me a little bit. And then moving over to the Acura store, I knew I wanted to keep kind of moving up in the company.
Mm-hmm.
So I made that my main goal, let Damon Olson know, hey, this is what I want to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
And we're luckily able to get there.
Very nice. What's something that you had to hone in on to get where you are now?
Ooh, the maturity aspect of it. Separating friends from, I guess, that leadership role. Where sometimes you do got to put your foot down a little bit and be like, hey guys, let's actually get to work here, which is tough when everybody's your age.
Yeah.
Or a little bit older. So that was a little bit of a challenging aspect for me, especially being this young.
Mm-hmm.
Is getting that kind of, not necessarily respect, but getting people to listen to you and buy into what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I really had to hone in my words,
my
timing, and that kind of whole aspect of trying to lead.
What's some advice you'd give to somebody who knows they're not necessarily where they want to be in their career?
That's a good question. I would say keep grinding.
Okay.
Just keep putting in the hours. There's always somebody watching. And I think some of the most important work you do is the stuff when no one's watching.
Yeah.
And then luckily, maybe Mr. Lake pops in and sees you doing something good for somebody else, or somebody catches a good eye, and then momentum really just starts to roll for you at that point. And then you start buying into what you're feeling. Then you get that confidence back, and everybody feeds off of that. So I would say just keep grinding.
Okay.
Somebody's always watching, but it's really important to do the work when no one's watching.
What is your favorite thing about your job?
You've asked me this multiple times. And
Today?
No, just over my time of being at the Mitsu store.
Sorry.
It's been a question for me. I definitely have to say the people I work with.
Okay.
You guys are all awesome. And it's just a small part of the store, and then you get everybody else included, and it's just lots of smiles, lots of laughter. And I think the culture that we're building right now especially is one where we have a bunch of young people coming up, where we're creating that new leadership team that's going to take over for the people that are retiring. Yeah. So really our culture and our people are really, really amazing, and it's easy to show up to work, and I want to show up to work. Do
you feel like that goes from store to store too? You could pop into, you have experience at Acura, so obviously that's kind of going back home. But if you find yourself at Honda, do you feel like you can easily walk into Honda as well and feel that same?
Definitely. 100%. I'm not batting an eye at anything. It comes down to those relationships that you build. Yeah. Those when no one's looking relationships, helping the the custodian out, and then seeing her walk across the showroom floor and you get the biggest smile from her. Like that small little moment is truly amazing. I think that's what makes Vern Eide
totally shout
really
out
different.
to Norma on that one.
Heck yeah.
What is your why, or what motivates you?
Oof. I knew you were going to hit me with that one too. My why is I really want to build something for my kids that I never had. Okay. So if I can show up every day with that on the forefront of my mind, I think good things happen.
The kids that I never had, I was like, wait, but you mean like as a child you didn't necessarily have?
Yeah,
like,
just all the things that I missed out on childhood because of the way I was raised or the situation I was raised up in.
Okay.
I just kind of want to flip the script completely for my family.
Yeah. And
I'm the oldest son, so I get the first opportunity to go do so.
Yeah, I love that. So, what is your family like? Like, who does your family consist of?
Oh, I'm the oldest brother.
Okay.
I got 3 little ones, 3 little sisters below me. One actually lives here in Sioux Falls, works at Sanford as a nurse.
Okay.
The other 2 are in Mitchell. One's a nurse at Vera in Mitchell. The other one is a senior in high school, which is absolutely wild. I feel old.
Yeah, I was saying that's quite the age gap there then.
It's crazy. Well, I think we're all 3 years apart.
3 years apart. Okay.
Yeah. And then mom and dad both live in Mitchell still.
Okay.
Mom's a GM over at Culver's.
Okay.
In Mitchell, so free custard all the time.
Nice.
It's hard to beat that. And then the rest of my family actually lives in Mitchell as well. I think I got one family member up here in Sioux Falls with me.
Okay.
And he actually works for Vern Eide up in accounting, Austin Kerr.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. We grew up pretty tight together, and it was really cool seeing him walk through the doors the first time we got to see him interview.
Very nice.
So yeah, it's pretty awesome.
What prompted your move to Sioux Falls then? Is your fiance from here or?
Well, my fiance was working at a Vera.
Okay.
In the ICU unit, and she had really good stability there. And really for me, I knew we had Vern Eide locations here. So it made that switch really easy, and I knew we wanted to move in together. We did the long distance thing.
Yeah.
Long distance, an hour isn't that bad in all reality, but
that's still like an hour, and when you factor in work and life,
it made it tough,
stuff.
especially with our schedules. So yeah, we moved in together, and it's just been a blessing ever since. Worked up from a 1-bed apartment to a 2-bedroom. Now we have our own house. Yeah. So it's cool just doing life with her.
Very nice.
It's pretty awesome.
I love that. And you guys recently got engaged.
Yeah. Went out to Colorado, popped the question.
Yeah.
And then we're getting married in October.
Okay. Are you getting married in town here or?
Yeah, down at the Icon.
Okay.
Downtown Sioux Falls. So she
fun.
really loves that vibe.
Yeah, I love that. You got engaged while you were hiking. Is that something you guys enjoy doing when you're not at work, or is that just kind of a one-off situation?
I think she kind of likes it.
Okay.
Sometimes.
I
get a little long.
Yeah.
With my hikes. But our first time taking a trip out to Colorado together, we walked a trail that was probably 5-6 miles long.
Okay.
And then we didn't go back for a couple of years. And then when we did come back, we weren't doing the hiking aspect of it. It was during the wintertime, so we were snow tubing, all that fun stuff. And then we got the opportunity to go back during the summertime. And I was like, I got to go back to that same trail and do it there.
Very nice.
So I think she appreciated that fact a little bit.
Yeah.
And I put a lot of thought and effort into it, which made it feel that much better.
Yeah. You kind of, leading up to it, you'd kind of shared exciting things of like timing and all the things.
And she is so smart. It was almost impossible to lie to her and not tell her about it. So
do you think you caught her off guard or?
No, she's so smart.
She knew. No. She figured it out.
I think her photographer actually gave it away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we were up on a little ridge, and this is probably my fault. The photographer I picked is one of my buddies out there, and he's like 6'3".
Okay.
So for him to hide somewhere is impossible. Like his whole head was sticking out of the bush that he was supposed to be hiding in.
Yeah.
And she's like, just gave him the little side eye, and I was like, oh, might as well do it here.
Yeah.
So
very
it was
nice.
fun.
That's
it was fun.
I didn't know that part of it.
Yeah, I think there's a good picture out there where it has like the full scope of us over on this side, and then him trying to like crouch down behind this little bush. Yeah.
I love that.
Yep.
When you're not at work, what else do you enjoy doing?
Well, the house takes up a lot of our time. We're very fortunate to have all the stuff that we have in our backyard, which is insanely crazy. So we have a pool that I have to take care of. I have to learn how to balance the chemicals and all that stuff that comes with it. We have a hot tub, so I kind of got to do the same thing. We open that up all year round. So it was fun to do that when it was blizzarding out, trying to check the chemicals in that thing, and it's -40. So really the house just takes up a lot of time. Otherwise, I play men's league softball.
Okay.
during the summertime, I hopped into a men's league hockey tournament for April.
Okay.
Yeah. So
did you play hockey before, or is that just kind of?
I did like 3 years.
Okay.
Like I think it was my freshman, sophomore, junior year.
Okay, it wasn't like 3 years when you were like 4 or 5 or something.
No,
like that. Okay.
No, I was able to kind of get my feet underneath me. But I have a bunch of buddies back in Mitchell, obviously, still that played, and it's going to be fun getting to see them again. But yeah, just kind of filling my time with little things like that. So
prior to being at Vern Eide, what did you do before?
Yeah, I was actually going to college first.
Okay.
At Metropolitan State University in Denver. Shout out to the Roadrunners. I only did like a semester and a half there. I joined the military.
Okay.
Did 4-year contract with the Navy.
Okay.
So I went to college to play baseball. Not the academic side, unfortunately. But probably my first or second practice, got the call. They're like, hey, pack your stuff.
Okay.
It's time to go.
Okay.
So I didn't spend a whole lot of time at college. Yanked me out, went to basic. Had a really, really good time at basic training. It's not as scary as everybody thinks it is. They tell you what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. So it's like being raised in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Like that's exactly how we're brought up. So it was very easy for me. Then went to Texas, did my like military police training.
Okay.
And then deployed twice. Okay. Then came home, and that's when COVID hit. And then I was like, well, shoot, they're not deploying my unit anymore. I need to do something with my life. And then fell into the car business through a friend of a friend of a friend.
Okay.
And then it just kind of kept the ball rolling. They switched me to a reserve unit out of Sioux Falls here. So once a month I would drive from Mitchell up to Sioux Falls, spend a weekend here, and then drive back and sell cars.
Okay.
And then, they weren't really deploying our unit for a while. So I felt like I was just kind of not wasting my time, but maybe a little bit of that where here in the car business, Saturdays are your money makers because everybody's off of work, you got the kids with you. That's when you come buy a vehicle. And I was gone. Yeah. And I was like, shoot. So I had to kind of weigh out if I wanted to keep going active and deploy or take a step back. And I decided to take a step back and really just focus on a career here. Yeah. And see what I could build for myself.
That makes sense. So you just like looked at the big term or long term picture and just.
Yeah, I knew I wasn't going to be one of those guys that could make it the full 20. Yeah. Like bless their souls. It's a lot to deal with. So I knew I wasn't going to do that. And I just wanted to find a pivot point, and this was perfect for me.
Absolutely. Very nice. What is something people may not know about you?
I traveled the world.
Yeah.
Pretty well. Visited probably 7 to 10 countries.
Holy cow. Which ones? Because I know you went to Greece recently.
Yep. Just got back from Greece. We just went to Mexico for our vacation. Those were 2 kind of light duty, have fun kind of spots. But went out to Spain, Kuwait. Spent a lot of time over on that side of the world.
Okay.
Was that with
the military? I'm guessing? Okay.
Yep. Touched in Japan a little bit. That was really, really cool to see. Totally different culture. So it was hard to kind of find a way to fit in. Yeah. Kind of jive with those guys, but it was all good fun. And then just a couple other spots around that area. Okay.
Do you have a favorite place that you've been, whether for?
It's Greece.
Okay.
Greece was amazing. We spent, I think, darn near 12 days there, 11 days. Yeah. Went island hopping from Crete to Santorini. Yeah. And then into Athens, and Santorini blew my socks off. Yeah. I would highly recommend taking at least like a 5-day. Yeah. Just go visit there. It's amazing.
What was it? Was it like just the culture? Was it the views?
It was the views. Okay. For sure. Yeah. It's actually a relatively smaller island. Okay. But it has really a huge high point and a really low point. Okay. Yeah. So we were on the high point, and I don't know how we got this hotel booked, but it was like for romantic couples. And we all went through a travel planner, so we weren't trying to put a whole lot of effort into it. But I remember like waking up in the morning, brushing my teeth. Like they didn't have a mirror that took up the whole thing. It was just windows. Oh, yeah. And they all opened up, so you just get the fresh ocean air coming in, and then you just got to see the entire island.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just brushing my teeth, and I get to see this. Yeah. Like, nuts. So
it's amazing. It was that kind of just like a moment of like, wow, I'm very fortunate to.
Yeah, this earth is really cool.
Yeah. So are you a books person, a movie person, or a music person?
100% music.
Music. Okay.
I do get made fun of a lot about my music selection, just because it goes from some really, really slow like Beethoven into like cello sweet stuff all the way down to like Tupac and Biggie. It's just and so everything wide. In between: country, rap, classical music.
Okay.
So when I'm in my office cleaning my deals or straightening up paperwork, I'll have salespeople walk in and they have no idea what's going to be playing.
No idea. Is it just kind of like depends on your mood for the day?
100%,
or is it just like,
yeah.
Is there a certain genre of music that goes with like a certain activity that you're doing?
Not necessarily. It's all just mood, vibes,
Just mood,
feelings.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you had to pick your top 3 musical artists.
Ooh, shoot. Well, right now, Bruno Mars just dropped a new album, which is amazing. And we're kind of in that getting married mode, so it fit perfectly into life. Tupac, obviously, is a classic. Hard to go around him. And my last one. I'm going to go Tracy Chapman.
Okay.
Bet you there's people that don't even know who she is. Fast Car.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
She is, I don't know why, but her music is just really, really great.
Okay.
I really like it. And it's kind of low key, really vibey music.
Maybe I'll take more of a listen because
you have to. There's a couple of good ones in there.
I definitely recognize the name. Definitely recognize that.
But that's 3 completely different artists from each other. So
well versed.
Yeah, something like that.
Is there anything else that you would like to share with us?
I don't think so. This has been actually a really cool experience.
Good.
This is my first podcast, so I didn't know how I was going to go. First time in the new building, and this is really, really nice. So happy with what we did with the building space, and I'm glad you guys have made it a home here.
Yeah, they made
so this is pretty awesome.
With all of it, really. So.
It's going to be interesting to see what else we do.
Yeah.
I heard we have some big plans coming this year, so look out.
I'm excited to see it. Awesome. Well, thank you, Jordan, for joining us, and thank you for watching this episode of EideCast. Is the thing on?